The Winter Olympics paid an unexpected visit to the Twin Cities in July when the U.S. Luge Association teamed up with 3M, worldwide sponsor of the 1988 Olympic Games and maker of Scotch brand video cassettes, to sponsor a 2-day wheeled dry land luge clinic. The clinics are used by the U.S. Luge Association to recruit members of the U.S. junior development teams, comprised of boys and girls between the ages of 14 and 19.
Spiro Pina just came over from Athens. You can leave it down here. From Athens, Greece. Spiros. He's off. He's been very consistent in training. We'll watch him here. Curve 1, not a problem. Curve 2 swings a little wide, but he's fine, looking good. Coming down through curve 4 seems to be under control now. But the top half of the course might have cost him the track record. We'll check it out. A time of 15:74 seconds.
Junior National Championship, race number 2, first heat. Spiro Pina. Spiro Pina. Spiro Pina.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Hundertfossen for the second and final day of competition in men's luge. I'm Sean McDonough, and it's great to have you with us as the United States goes for its first ever Olympic medal in luge. It is a brutally cold morning in Hundertfossen. The temperature is 1 degree Fahrenheit.
There was also a Minnesotan in that event, but St. Paul's Spiros Pina wore Greek colors on his uniform. Pina finished 24th out of 33 competitors, posting his best time ever. Pina and his family were thrilled with the Olympic experience. Our cameras caught up with all of them after his final run.
This has been just so much fun today.
You look warm.
You know, the Greeks really love their athletes, and he is half Greek. And yet, as being a Minnesotan and being an American, he knows that he would never be here today if the U.S. team hadn't trained him for 4 years.
Well, I'm very happy. I had 4 pretty consistent runs and actually consistently getting better. I set my best times each day by half a second to a second, so I'm very pleased.
And here's another man who's very pleased tonight, Spiro's father, who traveled all the way from his home on a very small Greek island to see his son compete in the Olympic Games. And isn't that what the Olympics are all about? Go for that.
We are here for a reason, to get closer, to climb higher, to pose the question, what more can we become? And we seek the answer in the mountains. Today we find ourselves alongside the mountains in this tucked away corner of the globe, Nagano, Japan. And here new heights will be reached, new summits attained as athletes from 72 nations learn what they can become before the eyes of the world.
I am standing by with the delegation that gets to enter the opening ceremonies first. Every single year, it's the Greek delegation, if you couldn't tell by their flags. Do you guys ever get tired of being the first ones in?
It's not at all. We do it with extreme pride, and it's something special for us to be able to represent our home country, especially coming out first.
Now, what is it like to be the first country here in the stadium and hear the rush of the crowd?
Well, the roar of the crowd is just unbelievable. It's just a huge adrenaline rush, and never get sick of it.
All right, let us...
The birthplace of the Olympics. They're given the honor of leading the parade. The first event back in 776 BC was a sprint. Only one event. The winner received an olive branch.
Again, a Winter Olympic record, 72 nations marching in today's parade.
Now, the homeland of the Olympics has never won a medal in the Winter Games. Just this past September, what joy to Greece, as Athens was named host of the 2004 Summer Games.
Every course has its unique points, and the Spiral is no different. It features a 40-story drop that's over 3/4 of a mile, and it's the only course in the world with 2 uphill sections.
The start ramp is extremely steep, which accelerates even slow-starting athletes. Right off the top, precision is the key. Put the sled within an inch of where you want it.
The top part of the course winds through the trees with large downhill sloping curves, thus the name Spiral.
In the middle section, athletes experience G-forces in excess of 4 times the force of gravity. Speeds reach 80 miles an hour, and the athletes attack the turns like fighter pilots. Turns 11 and 12 are like a keyhole. Some make it through, and some don't. It's uphill out of curve 11. Maximum speed must be carried into this section. Any mistakes are magnified. Heavier athletes like Suko carry their speed well through this section. The challenge in the final turns is to change the pace once again. Smoothness is the key. Relax and let the sled run.
Well, 24-year-old Spiro Pina is close to graduating from the University of Minnesota with a degree in French and straight A's. His father was born in Greece. His mother lives in St. Paul, and his ticket to Nagano was punched on the Greek national luge team. Well, he is the luge team. I had to see for myself what attending an event was like, and I'll tell you what, I wasn't disappointed. Faster than a bullet train, this isn't your garden variety backyard sledding. Only in the Olympics are Americans exposed to the specter of human missiles accelerating at 80 miles per hour down an unforgiving sheet of ice. These guys aren't the only ones having fun. Who doesn't want to play on ice attending an event like this? But if you need something to take the chill out, how about hot wine in a can? Now here's something else you won't find at the Target Center concession stand. Soft, shredded squid. From squid to Saganaki, it didn't take the Greek Olympians long to assume control of this fan-friendly crowd. Their man, Spiro Pina, was ready for launch. Spiro is a mini celebrity in Greece where his father resides. Spiro had just returned from visiting him. His mother, Paula Gleeson, was here. She's the reason why athletes always say hi to Mom when the camera is on them. She watched her son first sled down East River Road. Now it was Nagano time. A respectable first run for Spiro, 51.62 seconds, 23rd place, in a sport where a thousandth of a second can make a difference. I've seen thousands of halftime shows, but nothing as festive as this Olympic version of the Macarena. It was impossible not to get happy feet. Spiro's second run was slightly better than his first. By the time he was reunited with his family and friends, there were autographs to sign and pictures to take with his newest fan club. Imagine a kid from St. Paul Central High School wearing the colors of his father's homeland, mobbed by adoring Japanese. Yes, life is good, Spiro.
Participating is really what's important to me, and of course I'm doing my best and I want to have the best place possible, but I'm really psyched to be here. Even though I've grown up in the U.S., I'm just as much Greek as I am American, and I'm very proud to do this for myself as well as my father and Greece.